Ages 50 to 60, preparing for the future. This is the decade when reality starts knocking, and it doesn't knock softly. You spent your whole life building, now you start wondering what it's all been for. You've worked hard, you've made sacrifices, you've built security. But if you're honest, it doesn't feel secure, it feels fragile. You used to think 50 was old, now you realise it's in the middle. And you can finally see how much time you've wasted on things that don't matter. You've hit the age where consequences catch up, your health, your marriage, your energy, all the stuff you said you'd fix later. But later is now. You tell yourself you're planning for the future, but you're still running from the past. You're saving for retirement like it's going to buy back your youth. It won't. You've got money in the bank, but no stamina in your body. You've got assets, but no adventure. You've got plans, but no pulse. Most people hit 50 and start preparing for the future. But the truth is, they're cleaning up the mess of how they lived before it. The generational insights say that 70% said their top financial focus was retirement planning and stability. 20% said health and wellness were becoming their main priorities. 10% said supporting children or grandchildren was their key focus. Later in life, 60% said they wish they'd save more consistently, 30% said they wish they'd prioritise their health earlier, and 10% said they wish they'd spent less time working and more time making memories. The key generational comparison: at this age, retirement and finances was 70%, but later on, in the older years, they wished that they'd balanced earlier and put 40% here. Health and wellness was 20%, they wish later on they'd put 45% here. Family connection was 10%, and they wish they had at least 15% and they made more time. The pattern: this decade is when people start realising how short the runway really is. You think you're preparing, but you're actually mourning. You start seeing what you missed, the birthdays you skipped, the conversations you never had, the memories you never made because you were too busy. You're not building wealth now. You're trying to buy back time. But time doesn't negotiate. You look at your kids and realise they're adults now. You look at your body and see it slowing down. You look at your life and see a pattern you wish you'd broken sooner. It's confronting, but it's also your last real chance to change it. The wake-up call is you're not too late, but you're close. This is where people either shift from chasing to living, or they die chasing. There's no in between. You've done the hard work, now you have to do the harder work, letting go. Let go of the need to prove yourself. Let go of the version of success that's been running your life for decades. Let go of the idea that more is always better. You don't need more, you need less, but better. The future isn't something you plan for anymore. It's something you're living in. You spent your whole life working for freedom. Now it's time to actually use it. Money gives you options, but it doesn't give you meaning. That part's on you. At this stage, your wealth is in your bank account, it's in your body, your family, your peace. Protect those like you once protected your career. Because no one lies on their deathbed wishing they'd answered more emails.